Hey, welcome to this brief demonstration of FootPrints. This was a web app that was created by some high school students in a summer of code project back in 2013, and they still write updates for FootPrints, kind of evolving its functionality, so that's fun. But let me give you a demonstration of how this works. It's really easy. It was built to be intuitive and discoverable. When you first start off, you're going to put in your email address, and that'll be your Aurora City Schools email address. You only have to put in the first part, basically your name part. The @aurora-schools.org is taken care of for you. And you're also going to have a password. The password would have been given to you by the academic director, a building principal, integration specialist, whatever. But you'll need, if you've never logged into it before, you'll put in your username and your password, and then it will have you set your password to something specific and personalized. Now, I've already done that process with this account, so if it's your first time in, just know that you're going to get one additional screen saying, hey, give us the password you want to use, not the one that was just issued to you by default. So I'm going to go ahead and log into this, and when you log in, you're presented with your class roster. So these should be all the kids that you have sort of under your jurisdiction in terms of your footprints, your F&P data. So if I look at basically when I click on the name of one of these students, it shows whatever kind of measurements I have in here so far. We can see here that this particular student has a measure that was taken back in August, and that's great. By the way, this is dummy data. This isn't actual student data. It might be actual student names, but we've sort of scrambled the data just so that it's private. And then if I want to do a new measure, obviously I've got one here, and maybe I want to take one later on in the year, or several later on in the year. I click New Measure. Again, it's very discoverable. When you click on something, that's exactly what you're doing inside the software. I can choose my book level. I can go through and give it the accuracy and the fluency required, comprehension, the whole gambit. Self-corrections words per minute, and also an optional comment field that you can fill out. And when you click Submit, it basically just captures that data point, and then you see it represented like this. And now, when I'm looking at this measure that was taken back in August, I'm not seeing everything. It's just sort of the highlights. If I want to really get in and see everything about this measure that was taken in August, I would click View under Options over here. And that takes me to a very specialized view of that measurement that was taken on August 22nd. Now, notice the other thing I can do here is I can upload the zip file that came from Notability. And that's one of the things we kind of built into the functionality of the software, is that you can upload your zip files coming from Notability. That's really slick, because if you think about it, a lot of folks use Notability. It comes with it has the PDF of the actual record sheet. It's got some audio recordings along with that, and you can upload that whole zip file so that if you ever want to go back and actually listen to the kid read, or actually look at the sheet that was written on in Notability, you can do that with the software. Let me demonstrate how that works. So let's say I've taken the measure, and now I want to import, or I want to upload the zip file from Notability. The first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get that zip file out of Notability and onto the desktop of my computer. We'll just say desktop. You can upload it from there. So that's actually using Notability and getting the zip file to your desktop. And then once I've done that, I would just click. Notice a lot of our buttons, when you hover over them, show exactly what we're doing here. This is uploading a zip file. If I click that, it takes me to this interface, and time for some upload action. I'm actually going to go out and I'm going to select that zip file from Notability. It's sitting on my desktop, and so here we go, zip from Notability. It does not matter what you have. It does not matter what this file is named, because FootPrints is automatically going to rename it during the upload process. So this zip file could be just named completely anything, and we'll take care of the naming for you. You don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and click Open to basically stage this file for uploading. I'm going to click the Upload button, and after a few moments, it's not a huge file, it's going to upload that. And now I've got the measurement zip archive for that particular measure taken on August 22nd. And that's how you upload your zip file. I can download the zip file from here. If you know what? Maybe you uploaded the wrong zip file for the wrong kid. You can delete it with the X. When I click the X, it'll say, hey, and it'll say, look, this is going to be like deleted in a forever kind of way. You can confirm the delete or cancel. I'm going to cancel because that is the right student. So there we go. I've uploaded the Notability file for that student. I can click Go Back. And I can do this for, again, any of my students. I can add a new measure. Each student can have as many measures as needed inside the system. And that's pretty straightforward. That's, from soup to nuts, beginning to end, that's footprints, right? If you ever needed to actually delete a student measure, you could do that here. Again, you're given the option to take it back and say, oh man, maybe I don't want to do that. In this case, I certainly don't want to do that. But there you go. I mean, that's footprints. And if you ever need access to this video, it's right up here in the tutorial section in the upper right-hand corner. You can click that and you can see the video you're watching now. I'm going to log out because I'm done. And that's footprints. It's as easy as that. Good luck with it. Take care. Be well.